To some breaking news and a live image that we're getting right now out of Joint Base Andrews. Take a look at this. An American who has been held by the Taliban for the last 2 years is finally back home on U.S. soil, being greeted by his family members. George Glezmann, who you just saw deplane from that jet, was an airline mechanic from Atlanta. He is the third American detainee to be released by the Taliban since January. He was seized by the Taliban's intelligence services in December of 2022 and was designated by the U.S. government as wrongfully detained in the following year. In a statement, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that Glezmann was on his way back to the United States to be reunited with his wife, Alexandra, and praised Qatar for, quote, steadfast commitment and diplomatic efforts that he said were instrumental in securing George's release. I just want to bring up the audio for a little bit. Maybe we can hear some of the comments. Possibly not, because we are on a tarmac, but let's just see for a sec. All right, effectively no audio coming in from this live picture, and we do see that it's buffering a bit. Of course, service, the signal, it can be kind of tricky when you're talking about being at an airport. But I want to continue on with some more that Secretary of State Rubio was saying in regards to this release. Hopefully the picture does start up again. It is frozen at the moment, but Secretary Rubio is saying, quote, George's release is a positive and constructive step, and also a reminder that other Americans are still detained in Afghanistan. President Trump will continue his tireless work to free all Americans unjustly detained around the world. Glezmann was being accompanied back to the U.S. through Qatar's capital, Doha, by someone who has been handling hostage issues for President Trump's administration. That's Adam Bowler. He may be making some statements or remarks. Let's watch.
How does it feel to be back on U.S. soil?
I'm amazed. You know, I feel like born again. God, I have no words. But anyways, I'm in debt with the President Trump. Amazing. You know, thank God he's in the White House where he's at, and thank God he got me out. Marco Rubio, Mike Waltz, Adam Bowler. I'm in debt with everybody that was involved in this situation because they got me home. A free American individual, free from the hands of these people that abducted because of my U.S. passport, basically. And I'm just thankful. I got no words to express my gratitude for my liberty. My freedom.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
George Glezmann there with no words really to express his gratitude and what he feels like landing now back into the U.S. after being held in Afghanistan. He is now 66 years old, and he was traveling in Afghanistan as a tourist at the time of his abduction and has visited more than 100 countries as part of his passion for exploring different cultures, according to a profile on the website by the Foley Foundation, which is an organization that advocates for the release of Americans detained by foreign countries. The release of Glezmann is part of what the Taliban has previously described as the normalization of ties between the U.S. and Afghanistan following that chaotic U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan back in 2021. Most countries still do not recognize the Taliban's rule. Glezmann's release follows a separate deal arranged in January in the final days of the Biden administration and also mediated by Qataris that secured the releases of Ryan Colbert and William McKenty. Let's bring up the audio one more time. Maybe we can hear some more of what Glezmann is saying.
My family, the Delta Airlines, my family, they've been with my wife from day one, doing the impossible to get me out with the government. lots of gratitude for my company. And I made this the day I was leaving in my cell.
Can you explain anything of your ordeal? How things you experienced things over there, and did you ever have any doubts or ever give up hope?
Yes, of course. Of course, you lose hope as time goes by and nothing happens. But then hope comes back and goes away. Yeah, it's just the mind games they play with you and all that. But you know, at the end, I'm home. Thanks to the government, thanks to Delta, thanks to my lovely wife that she's the one that didn't lose hope. Thank you guys very much.